fit better. So this is what's beautiful about similes and metaphors, is that you don't have to explain a concept. You can just use a really good metaphor and your reader knows exactly what it feels like. What does it feel like to face a bear in the forest?
Oh.
You know what I mean? I've never done it. You might say you felt an adrenaline rush.
Like freezing your
Give me
steps.
more, right? I want to feel what the adrenaline rush feels like. And then you go into the actual specific concentrated experience, right? And this is what these writers are doing with very few words. This is the thing, is that a lot of new writers will overwrite because they feel the need to explain a lot of things, right? But as you get better and better at it, you know that you can have a very short phrase of a simile or a metaphor, and it takes care of the whole thing. And you don't need to explain. The writer just connects. And you will feel it. If somebody's reading your stuff and you see it on their face, you know? They're like, oh yeah, or something, you know, like you'll see them physically reacting to your image, which is a very telling sign. It's interesting to see other people read our stuff because you can watch them and they don't even really have to tell you anything. You know what I mean? They can be just reading it, and let's say you have a page of really nice action, like a very nice action sequence, and they're just reading through it and nothing is happening on their face. You know, or it's something very sad, something you want your reader to cry about, and they read, and there's no reaction until the end. Even that's kind of telling. This shorter passage. Anybody wants to read that?
I will.
Okay, go for it.
We're on our way to Budapest. Bastard and Cheapo and God Knows and Chabot and Stina and me. We're going even though we're not allowed to cross Mid-Solari Road, even though Bastard is supposed to be watching his sister Fraction, even though Mother would kill me dead if she found out. We're just going.
Okay, so this is We Need New Names. Available. It's an awesome book, and this is the beginning passage. This is the starting point, okay? It is, you know, it's very difficult to set up a scene in the very beginning of your narrative because nobody knows your world, right? So a lot of writers will struggle with, like, how do I start? Like, where is that starting point that will kind of catapult the reader to want to know what's next, okay? And it is often done by visualization. So even though here we don't know the characters, I want to go. I want to keep going and see where they're going, especially with names like that, like seriously, you know? So it doesn't have to be a fully realized, visualized scene. Like, you don't have to create this entire room and describe it so that your reader knows exactly where we're sitting. What you do sometimes is pick out the most important details, and you can still create enough picture for the reader to be curious to read next, right? And really, narrative is about our reader reading one paragraph and wanting to read the next paragraph and wanting to read the next paragraph. That's like really, like, I don't say that a lot because it's like, oh my God, that seems like so much work, right? Like, you have to work on every paragraph?
Yes.
Like every
Yes, you
paragraph?
do.